Is that so? Does our time in the context we are living in today not invite us to be in solidarity with those who are being marginalized because of their religion, sexual orientation, race, economic status? The answer is you being here this evening. All of you have chosen to be a community of individuals willing to be in solidarity with Standing Rock. Many of you made the U-turn and are listening to yourself and others. And so it is, may we walk humbly, acknowledge we are all interconnected in the web of life and continue to become leaven in society, so needed today to practice compassion, and become so addicted to that practice that we become advocates of justice in North Dakota and in Lawrence, Kansas. So be it. So be it.
So be it.
Thank you. We're going to have a musical interlude coming up momentarily, but before we do that, former mayor of Lawrence, Jolene Anderson, asked if she could say a few words on behalf of someone to raise some money for a supply trip.
Hi, everybody. Boy, this just warms my heart. I have lived in Lawrence a long time. I'm here because of a dream I had this morning, and I called Steve and asked him if I could come. I'm going to be 70 next month. Yeah! And I'm following my dreams. What I love about Lawrence, and I've come here so many times, and I recognize so many of you that come so many times, we gather together for really important issues. We gather together for civil rights, for human rights, for LGBT rights, for indigenous rights, for important issues, rallies, protests, marches down Massachusetts Street. And we do this time and again, and this is the soul of Lawrence and what I love about this place. But sometimes after the rally is over and the inspirational speeches have ended, I go home, and in hours or maybe the next day, I say, what difference did it make? Well, today I'm here to solve that problem for myself, and maybe for you. I had coffee on Monday morning with David Crawford, and he told me about this rally. He also told me about his plans to go to Standing Rock November 22nd and into December, to spell some of the people who need to leave, and it's going to be cold. And he said, I have a problem. I can only afford to rent an SUV. It'll take me and 4 people. It'll take our tents and our warm clothes. We can't take supplies. I'd love to take supplies. I'd love to be able to rent a bigger vehicle, like a 15-passenger van. Maybe something that we can lay down the seats and put more stuff in. But I don't have the money. Yesterday I had dinner downtown at a nice restaurant. It cost about $20 for a meal. This is a hat. I promise you, if you put money in this hat, even if you can't go to Standing Rock, you will leave here today feeling better. This will be a gift to yourself, and tomorrow you will know you've done something. He needs like $500. We have, what, 700 people here? $1, $5, $20, $50, $100. We can do this, and we can make his trip mean something. So I'm going to be right down there, and I will gladly take your money as a gift to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jolene. Winston Apple has graciously agreed to give us some music, and in the meantime, if anyone wants to bring up supplies. If you have anything, you're welcome to do that. And so, Winston Apple.
I hope you'll all graciously agree to sing along on a couple of these. Some of you probably know this song, written by John Lennon. I've changed the verses and kept the chorus, which goes, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, right on. And I might not have made it clear, that's where all of you sing. And let me assure you of one thing. Some of you may be nervous. You may think I'm not a professional singer. I'm not even a very good singer. I can't even stand to hear myself sing in the shower. Let me tell you a little secret. If you ever notice, very few choirs sound bad. That's because some people may be a little flat, some a little sharp. It all averages out. And you will sound amazing if you all sing, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, right on. We can have a revolution, the likes of which the world's never seen. We're taken to the streets, we're dancing in the streets, we're all singing, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, right on. Too many workers working for wages that won't keep their families sheltered or fed. Hey, all we're trying to say, pay them a living wage. Sing it, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, right on. Hey, we've been burning coal for too long. The time has come for us to stop. The answer's blowing in the wind. Hey, let the sun shine in and sing it. Power to the people. Power to the people. Clean, renewable. Power to the people. And political. Power to the people, right on. One more time. Power to the people. Let me hear you. Power to the people. Sing with power. Power to the people, power to the people, right on. It's my first trip back to Lawrence since I was inducted into the Kansas Music Hall of Fame, which would be a bigger honor if anyone besides people in Kansas, or even more people in Kansas, had heard of the Kansas Music Hall of Fame. But you take what you can get. I read a review of Elizabeth Colbert's book, The Sixth Extinction, 2.5 years ago. And there was a line in there that really got to me. It was talking about how the ultimate consequence of global warming may be the extinction of the human race. There was a line in there that made me smile and wince at the same time. It said, if this happens, it will be the first known case of mass suicide by an allegedly intelligent species. I decided to run for office at that point, and a week later I filed to run for a seat in the Missouri House. The hardest thing about that was I thought I'd have to put music on the back burner for a while. But I felt it was important and I needed to do it, so I went and I filed, and 3 days after I filed, the Muse decided to show me who was boss. And while I should have been gearing up for a campaign, I wrote 8 songs in 6 days. They were coming fast and furious, and I was struggling to keep up. And one of them, I wasn't even thinking about immigration or anything like that. But all of a sudden it sort of flashed on me that our immigration policy is written on the base of the Statue of Liberty, at least what used to be our immigration policy. And so this song came along pretty fast. I'm not going to dedicate it to people like Sam Brownback, whose family came here at some point as immigrants, or Donald Trump, who may have had natural-born parents, for all we know. And they might have come at some point as immigrants, but this is for all the other immigrants. It's a political song. All along our border, the Rio Grande, we're building fences. We build them high and far and wide to keep out trespassers. Mostly downtrodden workers who come sneaking across the border, looking for a better life. Do you think Jesus would favor such fences? Or would he welcome them as neighbors, show them love and treat them right? You call yourself a Christian, but I got just one question for you. Faced with these illegal immigrants, what would Jesus do? Standing in the harbor up in New York City, there's a big green lady with a lamp held high, and down by her feet some fine and noble words of welcome. Perhaps we'll mean them and live up to them by and by, by and by. Well, you call yourself a Christian, I got just one question for you. Faced with these illegal immigrants, what would Jesus do? Missouri, our motto is show me, and I think our motto is missing a couple of words. So from now on for me, our motto is show me the love. Some folks seem to think that love is a four-letter word. Well, it is. But it's not a bad one. In fact, it's a good one. Maybe the best one of all. Thank you. Are you all ready to sing again? The song was originally written by Florence Reese, a coal miner's wife, back in 1931. The Occupy movement added a few words a few years ago, and I added a whole lot more last couple of years ago. Once I found out in folk music, you can take an old traditional tune and throw your own words, and I was off to the races. Lyrics come fast for me, music sometimes lags behind. So this is called Which Side Are You On? Some of you, I'm sure, have heard it. Your part goes like this. Which side are you on? 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 And as before, it's so much more fun when all of you sing. It'll sound so amazing. Or should I say, so amazing. It'll be a huge, huge sound. And it'll make you feel better. I got to tell you, after last Tuesday, a lot of us need to feel better. Dr. Apple says, sing along.
Sing bigly.
We're starting a good battle, you know we're sure to win. Because the ideas of the corporatists are looking mighty thin. This battle may go on for years, perhaps it'll never end. But if at first we don't succeed, we'll try again. Which side are you on? 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 Let's pay for their mistakes. They said we had no say. Show them what we've got to say come election day. Big to fail is too big. We're gonna cut them down to size. We the people can get the job done if we organize and sing. Which side are you on? 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 All across the USA, no neutrals can be found. You're either with we the people, or you're helping them keep us down. So fellas, take a look in the mirror, look close to people, and tell me what you see. Are you American or an Apollo lamb? Proud and strong and free. That was supposed to be reversed. Are you a frightened lamb or an American? Proud and strong and free. And I hope Donald Trump will take this little piece of advice. When you make a mistake, admit it, go back and fix it. You may need to do that a time or two over the next few years. Which side are you on? 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 Signs are everywhere, I've seen them and I've come to tell the tale of how the Holy Spirit gets driven out when the devil comes in to dwell. Gather around and listen, people, hear what the news won't tell. Had enough, to hell with the devil, let's ring that closing bell and sing it. Which side are you on? 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 All you workers of the world, come join together as one. United we can change the world. We won't quit till the job is done. And if at first we don't succeed, we'll try and try again. Because truth and justice are on our side, and that's what matters in the end. Yes, truth and justice are on our side, and that's what matters in the end. And I'm guessing those people up in the Dakotas doing a little music right now, and I'm pretty darn sure if we all sing loud enough, they'll hear us. So 2 more times through the chorus.